Good morning, world. How do you do? It is time once again for the Sunset Invasion stream. We are the Aztec, and we are breaking this game in order to get this achievement as quickly as possible. Let's jump right into it. Position as we stand. We are the Aztec. We have westernized not too long ago. We are also Christianizing our lands, not because I want to, but because I had to. If I didn't accept Christianizing, then my westernization would have grinded to a halt. So it's kind of upset our people. Revolt risk doesn't show it just yet, but it's going to get a bit ugly. Although it's slowly improving. We are currently at war with Sue, although it's not a war we intend to really invest ourselves in. And we are also currently trying to send as many colonists as we possibly can. We need to expand, we need to get large, we need to get a lot of manpower. We also desperately need to get some technology. Our tech levels are 436. For comparison, Castile is at 13, 13, 12, so we have got a long ladder to climb. There's not going to be much of interest happening for a bit of time. It's just a case of colonizing what we can and when we can. I should probably re-familiarize myself with the layout of everything. It's been a few days. Ah yes, I'm trying to make my way up the eastern seaboard. There is a fairly good reason for that. I do not want Great Britain, or any other power really, to be snaffling up this land. I want it for myself. I want it bad. Okay, this province is too far away. We can deal with that. My pathetic cog navy. I'll have to come up here and throw my troops around a bit. Here's the thing, we have a lot of mercenaries, and my mercenaries are all American forest warriors, one of the worst units in the game. I'm trying to create a regular standing army, but my manpower is just so terrible that it's taking quite a bit of time. Eventually I hope to have a reasonable army of actual foot troops, and I will keep my mercenaries really just for taking care of the colonies, because even our crap foot soldier mercenaries can take care of the natives. They're quite soft. Just gonna stick you back there, then you get on the boat. Did he refuse to get on the boat? Great Britain is already making their claims in Canada. I'm not really that concerned about them taking too much land. In a normal colonial game, I'd want to seal all of this off as soon as possible, but I'm not too concerned here. I just want to get myself powerful enough to launch my invasion of Europe and get that goddamn achievement as quickly as possible. Hello, Ace Wolf. Did you go for New World? I'm not really sure what you mean by that. I am the New World. Right, we've maxed out on our military power. Let's get ourselves some half-decent troops. Sadly, I'm not getting much of a mercenary pool. I would quite like a lot more of these. Right, a lot of events happening. I don't really care about any of them. Don't even care about the ones that make my colonies bigger. I don't need them. I don't need them completed fast. I just need lots of them. I should be paying attention to this colonial region. This is colonial Colombia, and South America starts here. So once I have 5 colonies that are completed down here, of which I got 4, it will probably split off into a new colonial nation. I'm not 100% sure if it will or not. It's on a different continent, but it has a land connection to my capital. I am not 100% sure on how that works, but soon I will know. Right, Castile is forging claims on me. I really don't care. They can frankly come at me. I have got the perfect weapon with which to fight them. My unbeatable technique. My legitimacy is in the toilet. During Westernization, there were about 150,000 different events hitting at just about everything. One of them was a recurring event that took away 30 of my legitimacy. However, I have a strong heir. I'm confident when Itzcoatl takes the throne, he will boost up my stability, and I can shake off a lot of these negative revolt risk, negative malices on my revolt risk. Or so I hope. Also, if I slowly Christianize my lands, that will get rid of the revolt risk as well. At the moment, I'm not even sure where my pathetic missionary is. Here he is. Doing a very poor job, I must say. What really aggravated me was getting Reformation events over here. I mean, these were colonies that I had just set up, and they were embracing the Protestant religion. Pick up the pace here. Don't really want to waste a conquistador to explore this new land. I just kind of hope that my having an adjacent province can deal with that. Looking for any land that is particularly colonizable. You'll do. I just send my colonists and then take them right back. I'm not terribly interested in them sticking around. I don't need their bonuses. At least not right now. I'm also not really interested in conquering these lands. I got enough trouble with my own land as it is. Okay. Good job, missionary. Did I just see that right? Okay, no. Yeah, I thought Inca was a republic there, but it's my colony which is a republic. This game has a very strange way of doing things. Well, speaking of things that are pretty strange, I have negative war score against Sue because my troops got broken to pieces. Again, I shall rectify that. If I were playing as a North American tribe, I would have had quite a lot of bonuses for completing my westernization. However, because I am a Mesoamerican and Paradox don't seem to care about those, I do not get any bonuses. I get shafted quite hard. If you play as a North American tribe and you reform your government, you get 90% of your the person you're westernizing off's tech, so you can very quickly advance. Whereas anyone else that westernizes, they don't get anything. All they get is a 25% bonus to technology until they catch up, and that takes a long time to catch up. If you don't get good rulers, you're in trouble. Seems to be a bit of commotion downstairs. He's trying to build up quite a lot of troops right now. Can never have too many men. It's like money, you can never have too much. Right, lots of pop-ups happening that I really don't care about. Whoa, 5,000 natives. That's intense. Oh, no, 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 I'm not having you die. I don't care how much money it costs, we are having that medicus. Although I would rather it didn't cost me 200,000, so with a bit of jiggery pokery, we shall not make it cost that much. Going to lower my tariffs. Don't really want to, but we can survive. I think I missed something there. Hold on. Hold on. Nah, that would be dishonest. I can, however, pray that this works. It did not. I got a new and incredibly crap heir. Well, compared to the old one at least. course, now I'm in trouble because my money is leaking out and I don't have much to solve that with. My greed has cost me. I need to get those war subsidies up to the tens of thousands quite quickly, or else my money is going to drain away. I'm losing it at about 8,500 per month, which ain't good. I need that money. I need my shekels. Fortunately, there is not really much of interest going on right now. It is just a case of colonizing the land and consolidating my realm. But some days in Europa are just like that. Unlike Ramazan, which was just non-stop action. What a fantastic game that was. Let's see how my troops are actually going to fare against these guys. Even in mountains, nah, we're wrecking them. That's good. Peasants are easy. They break on defeat. No need to ping-pong them around. I suppose on the plus side, as my colonies get completed, they're not going to cost me quite so much money. 7,000 ducats is a far cry from 10,000 ducats. I suppose part of what I could do with all this money is start making a bollock load of ships. Get ready for an early invasion of Europe. Might be useful. Helps to do it in Christian areas. Actually, who cares? I'll do it in all areas. Yeah. 100 big ships should do the trick, even though they are the worst kind of big ships. I also need to keep on top of recruiting mercenaries. We have expanded so much that Zapotec have become an unaccepted culture. They don't make up at least 10% of our income with their provinces. These are all the Zapotec ones. Their tongues are no longer fit for our high halls. They are still part of my culture group though, so I don't get any added revolt risk. It's just that they are, I think it's a 10 or 15% reduction in tax and manpower from those provinces. I shed no tears. Okay, we have lost 140,000 ducats since I made my mistake. We are trying to get this money back, but it is slow going, because I also took a hit to my tariff rate, both when my advisor died and when we got that event that made us lose tariff efficiency. But we plow on. Oh, and my explorer is dead. It's going from bad to worse here. I need to keep this war going though, so I'm going to bully Sue a bit more. This war is just a faux war to keep my war subsidies going. They are the key to my success. Where are my useless colonists? Stop working and get back here. I got real work to do. I look forward to getting this achievement out of the way, because playing as the Aztec is not enjoyable, especially not compared to playing with a North American tribe. There is currently not much fun to be had in westernization mechanics as a New World nation unless you are North American. And being Middle American doesn't seem to count for that. Well, it'll be fun when I start rolling over Europe. But I'm going to have to use numbers instead of technology to do that. Could always use the 10 to 1 stack wipe rule. I think it's just a case of grow huge, catch up in tech, and do what we can from there. I'd love to use my diplomats to butter up relations with some of those guys over there, but that is not currently an option. I need my diplomats to go back and forth with these tariffs. Well, at least my heir was strong, even though he's awful. I mean, my last guy was a 533, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points less every month. Unpleasant, but not really much we can do about that. Hopefully he has an heir which is significantly better than himself. These war subsidies are snowballing because we have more than 100% tariff efficiency, so they pay me more than I pay them. Which is quite nice. Stay in school. Get a bit of a troop upgrade, should be nice. Even though I'm able to recruit tertios somehow as mercenaries, I can only make these. Well, it was men at arms up until a few moments ago. Having low tech is garbage. Wouldn't be so bad if I could afford some ideas, but I can't do that either. Yeah, I'm not losing monarch points under any circumstances right now. I cannot be having it. Fun, right? Lots of fun. According to a recent post, the new patch will be out early next week. So that's part of the reason that I really need to get this done quite soon. Unfortunately, this achievement is a pain, even when you can break the game like this. we're almost up to a reasonable level of dosh from my little colonial nation dude. I need to start thinking about how I'm going to take on Europe. Because when, even if I take some land, there's going to be rebels coming out of those places that will steamroll my troops, so I need to be able to have hundreds of thousands of troops here stationed to deal with everything. I'm also probably going to have to declare war without a casus belli unless I can... No, I know what I can do. I can ally one of the friendly dudes. See, Aragon loves me, and I seem to love them. They've been improving our relations. I try to call Aragon into one of these wars. Aragon will refuse because it's far away. And then I declare war on them. They're allied with Austria and Portugal. Well, Austria I don't care about, but Portugal's good news because I need to take Lisboa anyway. So I'll probably take some of this land and just sell it to Castile whilst I keep, I don't know, Madrid and... no, I would want a coastal province. Take Alentejo and this one here for myself. Should probably start getting around to that soon. That was a weird display bug there, but whatever. What I want are about 1 million cogs. Maybe 300. That'd be nice. I'd love a faster way to do this, but there appears to be no other option. Frankly, I'm just glad for this option. The cost of making more ships is skyrocketing, because I will be going far above my naval supply limit with this. Again, recall my colonist, send him to places that I actually want him, and send troops there to make sure that the natives don't rise up and burn the colony, because that would be terrible. It's all about getting this done as fast as possible. I think we're almost going to be breaking even with our money soon. Maybe. Wow. Losing 5k a month doesn't exactly inspire confidence in that statement, but we're getting there. Ah, see, that's a good sign. I'm actually making money now. Of course, not for long. I give them more subsidies and that sucks it all out. Tell you, I've had some pretty unexciting games in my time, and this is certainly one of them. The reason I'm not conquering all the natives is because it would eat into my monarch power, both to finish the peace, so that would be I think 45 diplomatic power to annex them, and on top of that it would be a handful of administration points to core them, maybe about 50. 20 per base tax. Oh, baby. Free stability. I will have that any day of the week. Can't buy stability. This isn't EU3. Okay, this money is almost starting to snowball. But we are still losing a ton of money. Wow. This is a good event. When I choose the colonial governor for my colonial nation, it drops their liberty desire by 1%. They're asking for a replacement. They most certainly can have a replacement. Just get out of my sight. Calling all these waste of space colonists. Yeah, I'm still losing about 4,000 ducats each month. It's not as bad as losing the tens of thousands that I was before, but I'd still rather be making money. I need to milk my colonial nation for all it's worth until I'm done building colonies. Again, this is slowed down by the fact that I lost my bonuses to tariff rate. Used to be 150%, now it's just 114. It makes it take considerably longer to build up the exponential funds from them. Exponential growth does terrify me, but at least it works in my favor in this game. To anyone that is joining me now, I cannot apologize enough. This is the Sunset Invasion stream where nothing is really happening, because we are a recently westernized country that is very far behind in tech and still building up. Eventually things will happen, just not right now. Now there's a mission. Where is Massachusetts? Well, colonist is already en route, so I'm taking that for sure. deal. Okay, we can build an embassy. This is good news. I don't really care about the hostile core creation on us, but I do really care about getting that extra diplomat. It's just good peace of mind. If I make a mistake somewhere, it's good to know I'll still have someone to take care of. Foreign relations. Especially since I always need to make sure I'm sending a guy back and forth to my colonial nation to build up these tariffs. Once they're high, I can just leave the dude there and enjoy smoking the tariffs for 60-month periods, as long as I stay at war. Unfortunately, as long as I don't occupy Suez land, I will not get the call for peace modifier, which gives you a tremendous amount of war exhaustion if you stay at it. Playing Hearthstone. How is that game? I'm not much of a card collector. Less so the digital kind. Okay, I'm getting a real itch for some actual fighting. When my cog army is done, I will rain hell upon Europe. So I better start building up these troops. My manpower is at its cap as well, so I should be paying close attention to that. Important thing about the actual standing army is that they will upgrade when I make better troops. Just exhaust my manpower right now. Pay to win. Ugh. Speaking of which, did I mention that I'm chums with the dungeon keeper? I lost 23,000 ducats that last month. Painful. Oh, speaking of painful, Castile blocked me off here. I can't even get to my my colony there. Nasty. But not insurmountable. Reformation. Where? Why? It's a colony of 215 people. Well, complaining isn't going to sort the issue, but I tell you what will, sending another colonist. When you send a colonist to a province, it becomes your culture and your religion. It is the best way to change both, because it costs you no points. Yeah, this is a distraction. I need to make sure that my war sub train is going. Having trouble getting over how slow it is for my mercenaries to recharge. Like my mercenary pool that I can make from. Okay, we're almost there. We're only losing 1,000 ducats a month. Once that goes positive, we can get our coffers all the way back up to 1 million. And next time I will try not to be so greedy, because that could have bankrupted me if I didn't have so much saved up. Come on, my useless king, you need to spit out an heir right about now. Don't like being Catholic because I hate the courier system. It is truly awful. One of Paradox's highly touted features for the game, and it is such a micromanagement pain. Great for the AI though. I am, however, not artificial, nor overly intelligent. Okay, that modifier I just got is incredibly overpowered for any colonial nation. There we go. 5% extra chance of attracting colonists and a 25% increase in settlers per year. Considering the base rate, if I can find one of these guys, is only 50. You know, it's a 50% extra buff. Something we like having. You can get a mission for it, provided your previous mission was not also to get that buff, and you don't currently have said buff. But yeah, it's a real game changer if you can spam that. Now that I've got a free diplomat, I'm actually going to up my relations with the Pope so I don't keep getting the mission to be chummy with him. Shouldn't take too long. And now that I have 3 diplomats, it won't dig into the whole tariff milking. I love my tariffs. If somehow I was unable to get tariffs, I would have to kill all my colonies, because I would go bankrupt. very quickly, and I wouldn't want that, not at all. Minus 200 prestige, minus all your legitimacy? Yeah, no thanks. Right. Morale is king. I will have reformed units, please. Right, 50,000. I might try riding with that amount for a wee while, see how it does me. Oh yeah, new national idea. And the ability to become a republic. Both fantastic things. Question is, what idea? It's probably going to be administrative, because I need those extra mercenaries. 50% available mercs. The extra advisors really helps as well, because money is not an issue. And core creation cost, yeah. Almost a no-brainer. The two mercenary costs are a bit poo though. Indeed. Yeah, administrative. Okay, this is alright. I'm making 3,000 ducats with this setup per month. Although at the same time, it doesn't feel like enough. I want more. America demands more. Trickiest thing is actually remembering to check back on my colonial nation the following month, because if I let it slip by out for even a month, then I lose everything and I have to start again from scratch. And as you can see, this has taken me a few years and cost me half of my money. Not a good situation. Also, if they break away, I have a very small window of opportunity to get them back into being my colonial nation, and to re-establish the war subsidies. It can be done though. You just have to not forget, like I did before. Yeah, that's more like it. 7,000 ducats. Very American. I need to go and engage Sue again, just to keep this war going. I think it's 3 years of inactivity results in an automatic white peace. Corrupt viceroys. Okay, that's not something I can afford. A hit on my tariff rate would be very bad. I'm gonna have to turn a blind eye to that. Yeah, it would last for 5 years as well. Oh well, who really cares about inflation? Caring about inflation is too socialist for America. Finally got a new pool of mercenaries. Gotta build more. Not that I think they're gonna fight very well, they're gonna fight like dirt. I am still feeling a bit greedy though. I want some more money out of my my colonial nation. I'm not really paying much attention to this Holy See game because I hate it. I hate it a lot. Tend just to invest as much as I can in the youngest guy and let it slide. If I was truly power gaming, I would be keeping an eye on it every time I get outbid, but no, just no. In the world? Castile? They are occupied by Catholic zealots, despite being 100% Catholic. Utter insanity. Ugh, just pile on the inflation, please. Couldn't care less. Okay, that's respectable. 10k a month, I can roll with that. That is an acceptable amount of dosh. Just. Now, colonies grow much faster when they have an actual colonist inside them. Like, I think it's maybe 3 or 4 times faster, depending on where it is and what buffs you have to your colonial chance. So one of the downsides of spreading myself this thin is that my colonies grow extremely slowly. However, it's made up by the bulk amount. What have I got? About 20 colonies? 18 colonies. I had more earlier because I had more that I could send to. No nation could normally support this amount. There used to be an interesting exploit for Castilian players. They could support an unlimited amount of colonies for free. They had so many bonuses that they could just turn off colonial maintenance and they'd still grow. That's been fixed now. If you turn off colonial maintenance, then your colonies lose 200 population a year, and you cannot overcome that. Right. I need to get my my boats together. And I still think I'm going to need more boats. Ah, of course, my whole eastern seaboard can make them now. $200,000 troops. I still reckon that they will get slaughtered. But it's a good start. I will infest Aragon with my men. Actually, I'm thinking France would be a better ally. I'll ally both Aragon and France. I will get my Dishonored Call Casus Belli off of Aragon. Maybe France will help out, maybe they won't. Either way, I'm still going to stomp them into putty. I have enough ships now that hopefully nothing can be a threat to me on the seas. Hopefully. Nothing ever seems to go according to plan, however. Okay, so in a colony that we just set up a few years ago, has only a population of 690 settlers, probably more interested in making a home than hunting the furs of the area. Well, the civilization marches on. The beasts of the woodlands from which we take our fur have become scarce, and fur hunting is no longer possible in Salish, a province that is as big as like 5 European provinces stuck together. Whatever, we'll roll with it. What's more valuable? Fur, naval supplies or grain? Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? We'll choose grain. Paradox. Jesus. You had one job. One job. taking a surprisingly long time to discover these provinces that are adjacent to my provinces here. Suspiciously long. Now for a recap on Sunset Invasion, the provinces I need are Lisboa, Madrid, Ile de Frogs, Holland, London, and Rome. The only one I perceive to be much of a problem will be Ile de Frogs. In order to get it, I have to isolate it by taking all these provinces around it. Not overly certain how I'm going to manage that. I'll probably just make them release nations. Of course, to do that, it means I have to fight France and defeat them. And we know that's never a problem, right? Okay, that's an acceptable heir. Sure would rather he was like a 666, something like that, but can't always get what we want. This is something that I find quite interesting. I was told previously that even if it was connected to your capital, if it was on a different continent, these colonial regions would break off. Well, I have not managed to make a colonial Columbia. Interesting. Okay, I think it is time. Okay, well, you can have a gift. Doesn't have to be exquisite. That'll do. Accumulate money, have at least 1.38 million ducats. That is actually impossible. There is a hard limit on your amount of ducats, and that limit is 1 million ducats. And I'm getting there as fast as I can. Okay, my colonial nation is getting a bit uppity. 78% liberty desire, although I'm not terribly concerned. It'll be fine. As soon as I have 2 available diplomats, I'm going to send them off to Aragon and France and secure my alliances. Also keep the battle with Sue going. Nice thing is, I won't really have to fight Castile. I only need Madrid off of Aragon. It's just one province. It's not even their capital. I'm thankful for that. I wonder how Aragon managed to steam Castile that hard, though. I suppose that alliance with Portugal helps. I'll probably want to have a look in the history files later on to see exactly how that happened. Because if you've ever played Granada, you know a dream come true is Castile getting wrecked. Ooh. Yes, please. Free stability. Free prestige. Free admin power. Hell, it's not often you get +3 stability. God, my armies are a mess. If this was any other game, I would be pulling my hair out over the disorganization of my troops. France, Aragon. Oh, okay. They hate me because I rejected an alliance offer. But I can overcome this with a gift. A very big gift. But they suddenly hate me again because I allied their rival. Okay. Well, I can improve relations with them. That should sort that out. I will get that alliance going with them as quickly as possible. Of course, the only reason I want the alliance with Aragon is so that I can force them to go back on it, and then I'll have a Casus Belli to attack them. And then I will ship over an enormous amount of troops. In fact, I'm not even going to wait to do that. I'm going to ship my troops over to France as quickly as possible. And even though my troops are incredibly bad, in fact they are 5 technology levels behind Aragon. 5, wow. That is awful. But hopefully we'll also have 5 times as many troops as Aragon, so when in doubt, just wreck them. That's all I can hope for. Once I have provinces over there, I can recruit troops there. Although it'll be quite slow, at least it'll save me carting troops over one by one. Besides, I'm not even sure I want to be establishing any more colonies at this point. I'm big enough as it is. More colonies is just more stuff to have to manage, and I'm not about managing stuff right now. All I really... If I just had the technology, I could be steaming everything right now anyway. So yeah, let's not further complicate matters. I don't like complicated. Anyone doesn't really recognize the music here, quite a bit of it was taken from Europa Universalis 3. In fact, I copied over most of its soundtrack, because it was great. Never got tired of it. Alright, let's construct a death fleet here. Ah, now we're talking. 82 big ships. And yet, not enough big ships. That's right, we need more. Here in America, more is better. Okay, mobile is almost converted, which is fantastic. After that I want to do Mexico. Dirty animist scum. And we will finally be a little closer to being ready. Slightly. Right, got my alliance with good old Aragon. Need a bit more though. I need access from France. I would love to get fleet basing rights from them. That way I could park my troops on their land. Like, directly. Not sure if that's possible right now. Maybe it is, because they're an ally and I'm at war. Oh, that's fantastic. I couldn't ask for much better news than that. I wonder if my ships will heal in their ports, though. Ah, well, something to worry about later. For now, what I should be thinking about is getting those troops over there. Where has the biggest supply limit? Campeche. Time to get Campeshed. At the moment I just really want to send mercenaries over. Sprenky! Yes, this is Iron Man. That is why it is saving every single month. Okay, maybe I should change the title of my stream when I finally landed in Europe. Something like "Get Ready for Dead Americans." We'll ship over a trial bunch. Oh, I'm gonna feel like a right fool if France forces Aragon to annul treaties with me. A right old fool. Okay, everyone, get the hell on this boat. We are off to France. I don't even need all these boats for it. Ho ho! Pretty much just killing off my mercenaries here. Many of them are practically useless. Quite a lot of men-at-arms, quite a lot of North American foot soldiers were that bad. For anyone just joining the stream, this is my attempt at getting the Sunset Invasion achievement by any means possible. I have broken the tariff system to enjoy almost unlimited money. Right, again, the Reformation has spread in a colony. But we can sort that by sending a colonist there. He will instantly change the religion. Man, I'm gonna feel like a right idiot if this boat sinks. And it's pretty close to sinking. Come on, you can do it. Isn't that hard? Just keep rowing. If France was a real bro, they'd give me fleet basing rights. Okay, that's awful news. My ships are not repairing in their ports. I really need fleet basing rights then. I don't think these boats are going to survive the trip back. Well, they might if I send them this way. But what a pain that is. Speaking of pain, that's quite a lot of attrition-related war exhaustion I am making here. I do not want that. Not at all. Trouble with all these armies is dividing them up so they're not going to take loads of attrition even in France. I think we mostly got non-mercenaries here, which is good. Very good indeed. But I still need more mercs. Even if they're crappy, a merc is still someone who can take a beating. Free military power, thank you. Thank you, please. Any tips on trying to convert Rome to animism? It's almost impossible. Let's see, you get -5 for missionary strength, -6 on top of that, so you got -11 straight off the bat. Probably another -2 for being an unaccepted culture, so -13. Well, you get 2 for base, 3 for the religious idea, 2 for the advisor, so that's 7. You still need to make up another 5. There are no decisions for animists to boost your ability to convert. I'm not saying it's impossible, it is very possible. Just struggling to think of it right now. You'd probably have to convert to Christianity. Take all the decisions that boost your missionary ability and make Italian an accepted culture. Very difficult, but not impossible. What's that income? My income is 13,127 ducats per month. That's after expenses. It's too much money for the game to display. I am currently exploiting a bug in the game, which anyone can do in the current version. If you boost a colonial nation's tariff rate to above 100%, they will pay you more money than they make. If you give them more subsidies, you will make returns on whatever you give them. That is the secret to my success. If you recognize the song that's playing right now, I applaud your impeccable taste in music. Right, this is a good event. As I explained before, I want to replace their governor so that I reduce their liberty desire. They're wanting a replacement. It can be anyone. I'll give them a military dude. Just check and make sure my dudes are not taking attrition over here. They are not. It is a bad day to be paying mercenaries. One cavalry cost me 100 ducats to hire. Mercenary maintenance plus 50%. That's... Mercenaries are all already costing me 1,300 ducats a month. These guys. But what can you do? Mercenaries, they'll bleed you dry. Right, what I should doing is trying to find any mercenaries who are fairly free for duty. Can you recommend a faction for a novice player? Yes, I can. And you said factions. That mean you're a civilization player? I am not, so I don't really have any advice to offer there. But if you're a beginner to Europa Universalis, I will always recommend that you play as Castile. Do not be frightened by the fact that Castile is currently cleaved in half by Aragon in my game. They ran into some troubles. As Castile, you get a taste of warfare in a very easy controlled battle. You fight the Moors to the south, and to be honest, you steamroll them. But it gives you a taste for the mechanics of warfare. You can deal with all kinds of the diplomacy. You have Portugal, who will always want to ally you, and you'll have Aragon, who you will usually want to fight, but you're a lot stronger than them. France will always want to fight you, and they will always be a threat, so it gives you a good idea of how to play defensively. There are all these mountains here that you can use to ward off the French. Of course, you can also use diplomacy to convince them not to fight you. Also teaches you about overseas conquest when you fight the Sunni Muslims of Northern Africa, and you learn all about colonization, and colonization is what makes you rich in this game. So this Castile, for example, has made quite a few colonies around here and set up a colonial nation of Hispaniola in the Caribbean. So, if you're a beginner, play as Castile. France is also quite easy, but it's very hands-on, and there are a lot of big threats to you early in the game. Yeah, play Castile. Form Spain. Rule everything. In a way, they were the biggest winners in this time period. England is another good nation to play, but if you're a beginner, you should get out of the war with France at the beginning as soon as possible, and just give them all the mainland provinces, because for a beginner, it's a lot of hassle. Okay, Aragon is getting steamed like a clam. I think it is finally time to put the boot in. So I'm going to stop improving relations with them. I'm going to make sure I've got war subsidies coming in for the next 60 months. No Ottoman recommendation. I am not a big fan of the Ottomans. I recently played a Ramazan game and yeah. Do not tolerate the big green blob. But if you're an all-American warmonger, then yeah, the Ottomans are the nation for you. You are strong, you are rich, and there are loads of really weak countries around you to bully. Even in a beginner's hand, they are a wrecking ball. Am I just not paying my ships or something? You need to repair, guys. Maybe I'll even build you a dock. Okay, what do you think? Is it time to deal with Aragon? I'd have to deal with Portugal as well. I'm sure I can deal with Portugal. I will look them up, just in case. Portugal, they have not got many troops, and not even much manpower. Aragon have lots of troops. Where are they? Oh, they're getting steamed by the French. Still, I'd rather have a few more troops over in over there, just to be sure. I just joined. Why so much money? There is an exploit that I am using. I pay my colonial nation 119,000 ducats. Sorry, I pay my colonial nation 105,000 ducats every month. They pay me 119,000 ducats every month. Because you can raise tariffs above 100%. Mathematics, how does it work? Let's get another shipment of Americans over to France, and we shall see what we're going to do with Portugal and Aragon. Although I think it would be a good time to start using my many ships. Yes, I did 3 mountains at Ryukyu. It was very long and very unpleasant. I do not recommend that anyone try it. For your safety and your sanity. Inca, the bastards. They have embargoed me, but I don't really care. Huh, this is interesting. I can get fleet basing rights off of Aragon. I'm going to use them to repair my ships. France, because they're a colonial nation, they will never give me fleet basing rights, even though we are allies. Bloody France. Okay, my troops have made it. My mercenaries can stay there. My real troops... don't even know. How many of them are there? 40 something. I'll split them in half and put them north. They're more there for crowd control. My troops are probably going to get ripped apart because of the tech disparity. But I really, really want to start beating Aragon. I'm not sure if Austria will join in or not. They would need military access through a few people. And they don't currently have most of it. Oh man, I'm gonna get wrecked here. I'm gonna get wrecked so hard. This is a lot of troops, yeah, but it's just not quite enough. Ah, no, I've got it. I've got a fantastic idea. An idea so great it's going to blow your mind. Hey, Aragon, come join my war.
We refuse. That's a distant war and it was started 60 days ago.
Okay, join anyway. Aragon, you traitorous swine. For that, I will make you cry. I will restart the stream now because hopefully it's not going to be boring anymore. We're on our path to conquest. Bear with me, I will be back in just a minute.